Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Now, it's absolutely freezing outside, so an ideal opportunity to get in the garage and do a bit more farkling on the big old BMW GS. Now recently when I was doing some work on the bike, it just struck me how many sort of open ends there are in the framework. So there's like a hole here, there's a hole down there, there's some down here. Lots of bits and pieces that could do with covering up, and lots of manufacturers make covers for those. So I thought it'd be a good idea maybe to get myself a set of those, cover those up and try and protect the frame a little bit on the bike. So stick around and stay tuned. Let's tidy up the frame on the BMW GS. Okay, so before we get cracking then, let me just show you what I got for the bike. I went to a company called Hornig. This is the catalogue, rather like it, because it's got a picture of my bike on the front, so it's got to be a good bunch. They're a German outfit, as many of these suppliers for GS kit are. And what I've gone for is a various sets. So I've got the suspension mount cover, obviously one for each side. I've got this here, which is the swing arm pivot cover, just one of those. And these here, which are the rear frame covers as well, to cover that hole up. And then last but not least, I've got basically sort of a slider that goes on. They call this a cardan crash pad, and basically this covers up the hole on the back of the swing arm on the bike, and also doubles up as a slider in the event of a drop. So going to stick those all on. Can't be hard. They're just you know, push on, screw in items. So I'll whip those on. Let's see what they look like. Okay, so in no particular order, I'm going to do this one first. So this is this little crash pad or crash bung, which they call the cardan crash pad. In fact, it doesn't cover up the hole. It goes here on the pivot part of the swing arm. So looking at the instructions, all this is, it's one of those sort of expansion type joints. You do it up and it expands this part and it holds in that way. So just have to take this out first, the little screwdriver. There we go. And then this simply pops back in there, and then we do her up. Couldn't be easier. There we go. You don't get much more simple installs than that. That looks good. It might save things in the event of a drop. Excellent. Right, onwards. Okay, next up then, the swing arm pivot covers. So there's one each side of these, obviously. They just stick on here. So I'll just show you this one and pop the other one on the other side, and that'll be number 2. Okay, so the way these work then, it's we've got a little spacer, and there's a nut at the end, and then there's like an O-ring here. So once that's in there, and you tighten it up, it squeezes the O-ring, which is rubber, it expands, and it gets itself jammed in there, and it just holds that in place. So quite a straightforward fit. There's one for the other side as well, got a slightly smaller spacer, so you just have to make sure you get them the right way around. All right, let's pop that on there then. So the thing is here, obviously just to line this nut up with the hole here. Push her in, nice, and tighten her up. Not too tight. That is lovely. That fits in there really well. Feels like a nicely made bit of kit. Like that. Right, I'll do the same on the other side. Right, so exactly the same procedure, but with the shorter spaces. Nice. Looks really good. Okay, next are these what we're calling rear frame covers. They go in here and here. Looks like these are possibly just push-in mounts. I must say, I love the way these packets come off here. Then none of that really tricky stuff. Just peels off nicely. What a change. You don't have to fight the packet. Okay. Got some rubber O-rings. And the covers. So just pop the O-ring in the little channel. Like so. And it just pushes in. Nice. Looks good. Okay, one for here as well. In you go. Perfect. Okay, one more to go, and that's the shock mount. Okay, to the shock mount then, which is this bit here. Make sure there's nothing in there to start with. But it just strikes me as a good idea to protect these things from stuff falling in, FOD, etc. So these look like they might be pretty straightforward. Again, how easy is that to unpack? I like that. 1, 2. Nicely machined bits of kit, and it looks like these just go straight in and then tighten up, and again you've got one of these compression mounts that will just go in as you tighten it up. So let's give that a whirl. How brave am I not looking at the instructions to do this? In you go. Excellent, looks really good. Nice, I'll just stick the one on the other side and we're done. Okay, so there we go, another successful bit of BMW farkling. I know what you're going to ask, how much do these things cost? Well, as I say, I got them from a company called Hornig, H-O-R-N-I-G. I'll stick their website below so you can have a look. And the various covers vary in price depending on which one you go for, but per pair they vary between €30 and €50. I think the big ones were €51, something like that. The small ones 30. And they do all sorts of accessories as well, foot pegs and all kinds of other stuff. Go and check them out if you've not seen them before. Anyway, I hope you agree with me. That makes the bike look quite a bit nicer. Just a bit of individuality again, makes the bike more my own. Love doing a bit of farkling. All right, I hope that's been of interest to you. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Till then, this has been the Mist and Flyer. Cheerio.